Hi, scholars. My name is Miss Edwards, and today I will be reading a book titled The Ant and the Grasshopper by Diane Marwood. So, to start our story off, I'm going to ask a question. At the end of this story, I want you to be able to answer what is the genre of this book, which means, is this book a fiction book, which is a made up story with character, setting, problem, and solution, which is a fiction book? Or is it a nonfiction book, which gives us real information and facts? So, by the end of this story, I want you to be able to answer that question. Let's go ahead and dive in. One day, Grasshopper was laying in the hot sun, just singing. The ants were busy finding grain to store for winter. Slow down, ant. It is too hot to work, called Grasshopper. You should be finding grain for winter too, Ant called back. But Grasshopper paid no attention to Ant's advice. When cold winter came, the ants kept warm and ate their grain. One cold morning, the ants saw Grasshopper. Take a look at this illustration. What do you notice about Grasshopper? Yes, I noticed that Grasshopper looks panicked or scared. His eyes look very strange, like he's shocked. May I have some of your grain? Grasshopper asked. Where is your grain? Ant asked Grasshopper. I was too busy singing to go find any, said Grasshopper. And here he is thinking about himself enjoying the sun and singing his days away. Was this a good idea? I don't think so either, because now he has a big problem. Let's see what happens. You can have some grain, you can have some grain, but next year you must find your own before winter, said Ant. So his problem was solved here because the ants decided to share, but only this year. Next year, he has to get his own. And so we've come to the end of our story. So let me ask, is this story a fiction or nonfiction story? Yes, you're correct. This story is a fiction story because it has characters such as Ant and Grasshopper. It has a problem. Grasshopper did not collect grain, and so he was hungry for in the winter. And then it has a solution. Ants decided to share their grain with Grasshopper. Did Grasshopper learn a lesson? When a character learns a lesson in a story, this is called the moral of a story. Grasshopper learned a valuable lesson that could teach us all. Do you know what the moral to this story was? I'll give you a moment to think about it. The moral of the story is to always be prepared. Work hard and you will benefit from being prepared. Just like the ants worked hard when they could have been singing and relaxing too. So the moral of the story is the lesson we all learn. Work hard to be prepared. Thank you for listening to me read today. I hope you enjoyed our story.